Welcome your nation to the Coach's Corner, presented by Caps Pizza and Pub. Here's your host, Paul Tipton.
Giving as we get set for round 3 of the playoffs, the region final coming your way. We've got Dr. Phillips around the corner. Before we talk about that, we'll talk about round 2 as we took on Lake Nona, won the ball game 56-14. But before we do any of that, Coach, want to wish you a belated happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Got an early birthday present on Friday.
Yeah, it was fun.
Looking good for 45, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, so 56-14 win over Lake Nona. I mean, Coach, there's a lot of things we could talk about in this ballgame, but I really want to start first with the defense. We tend to talk about the offense first, but, man, the last 2 ball games, man, your defense is just playing lights-out football, only averaging 12 points a game, giving up only 210 yards a game. I mean, that's an impressive performance over round 1 and 2.
No doubt. And each and every week the challenges, get a little stiffer, and we knew coming into this game that, there would be some challenges in all 3 phases, and our defense really stepped up. Our defense really all season long, I think there's been steady improvement. I think we talk about each and every Tuesday, and we knew that Lake Nona would have, a mindset to eat some clock and kill and really they, control the tempo of the game, or to attempt to control the tempo. And early on they were able to, sustain some drives and get some first downs and eat some clock. But I think the key to any defense, but especially ours, is to keep them from scoring points. And that ultimately happened. And the way the game played, and you never know how it's going to play out. We had 1 offensive possession in the entire first quarter. And but the score was 7-0.
Right,
So, and so that, again, I just – I think to sum it up, and I spoke to some people after the game about it, is it's not a matter of because we have this superstar or that superstar playing defense. It's we're playing good, solid team defense. Everybody's doing their part, playing within the scheme. And it just, when you watch it as a fan, or you watch it from a coaching perspective, or you go back and you watch it after the game's been played, we're playing with a lot of good team speed. Guys are flying around, and it's just been a lot of fun.
And as you've reminded us all season long, complementary sport here in football. And so when the defense is playing as well as it's playing, it sets up your offense for a lot of different opportunities. 56 points a game in the last 2 rounds, 389 yards per game. The offense has been rolling. And in this game in particular against Lake Nona, I mean, you had a lot of opportunities, short porches. I mean, I think you had 4 possessions on the plus side inside the 12.
Yeah, well, we only had 31 offensive plays in the game.
Yeah.
And so, typically, I mean, we've talked about here that you'd like to have about 30 a half. And so we only had 31 plays, which equaled 56 points. So, you guys are big math guys. That's almost 2 points a play, So we're taking advantage of opportunity. Like you said, it's a complementary sport. Our defense was set up multiple times with great special teams play, and all of that plays together. It's just been fun for it all to play out the way it's been playing out.
Coach, and when you're in a situation like that, what I enjoyed was the variety of schemes that you had going. You had the short yardage schemes out there for when you got inside the 12-yard line, things that would work. And then, of course, you have always the most dependable running back of all 55. He comes in and he just knocks over everybody. I mean, my whole thing was so much fun. I love watching him stiff arm a guy and he just dropped him right there. And but the fun of the game has been wherever you put out there, you've been able to read the defense as well. Your team has, and you as a coach have schemed, and you again 31 plays. You're like, I would like to have that in a half.
Yeah, I mean, we had 17 in the first half and 14 in the second half, and again, I think, I appreciate the compliments, but we have really good players, and we have really good players, and on top of being really good players, they're great kids, and so they play very unselfish. Nobody really cares who gets the credit. They get excited for each other to have success. And that doesn't always, I've been lucky enough to be around some good teams that have won games, and that doesn't always happen, where you have great kids and you're also winning. It doesn't always go that way, and we just happen to have it. I mean, our practices are a lot of fun. They enjoy being out there, and you get this far, you better enjoy practice, it's not everybody, you got to put on that nasty equipment and within an 80-mile radius, everybody else has collected their gear. We're the only school within an 80-mile radius that is still having practice, and that's a lot. That covers a lot of schools, So I think in a week of gratitude and Thanksgiving, I think we're appreciative to be here. Surely not just happy to be here, but appreciative to be here, and we recognize that we've accomplished some good things, and looking forward to getting after it these next couple of days in practice and getting ready for Friday night.
Coach, the last several ball games, but specifically the last 2 playoff games, it seems like there's been like this snowball effect that once these teams start getting behind, they obviously have to get out of maybe what they really want to do and start doing some things they're uncomfortable with. And then that just presents opportunities for both your offense and defense. I mean, from your point of view on the sideline, are you seeing the same things? I mean, it just seems like all of a sudden, like these teams just feel like they're just totally falling apart.
Well, it's surely a game of momentum, and you talk about we had the one offensive possession in the first quarter. We get the ball in the second quarter, up 7-0 after a big goal line stand. We hold them inside the 10-yard line, and our first possession of the second quarter, we start the drive from the 5-yard line. Champ hits EJ with a big play coming out. We go to some tempo. And then Champ goes down, and it's 14-7 at that point in the middle of the second quarter.
Right.
The half ended 35-7. So that chain of events that happened there. So, we go in there, EJ takes over at QB. We finish that drive with a touchdown. So we go up 21-7 at that point. And we get a couple quick scores with some short porches, as you mentioned, and we go into halftime up 35-7. So big swing. We took advantage of some great opportunities set up by our defense and special teams, and got some quick scores, and kind of took the wind out of their sails going into halftime.
Certainly did. And what I really enjoy watching is, as the defense starts to figure some things out, man, it's like blood in the water with sharks. And I mean, they just start really getting after it. And it's really fun to watch because, like you said, it's not about one guy. I mean, we're seeing at times 4 or 5 shirts in the backfield really causing chaos and havoc back there. Yeah,
well, I mean, just the fumbles caused and recovered. Bobby and Malachi Reed traded due to on one situation. Bobby created one and Malachi recovers. Then the other one Malachi creates and Bobby recovers. So we do have a lot of stuff happening. Again, our defensive coaches have done a great job in preparation and coming up with a scheme each and every week. And we'll have some challenges this week for sure with Dr. Phillips coming to town. But it's we enjoy getting our team prepared and our players enjoy going out and working that scheme throughout the week.
Certainly, and it's really been good, Coach. The last 2 ball games for sure to see the attendance, the crowd. It's been a special couple of Friday nights.
It sure has. I mean, look at the crowd here at Caps. On a Tuesday night. I mean, our community has a really, like I said, this week gives you a time to reflect on the things that you should appreciate. And I know that I speak for our entire program. We're appreciative of our community and really hope that we pack it in again this Friday night. Everybody will be over that Thanksgiving turkey and have something to do Friday night here in the Citrus Bowl. And I think they should come from, miles around to pack it in and they should enjoy what we put on the field.
Well, if you're within that 80-mile radius, time to listen up and get your tickets for Friday night. So we'll talk more about how you can get your tickets in just a little bit. But we're going to step aside. When we come back, we're going to talk to our Scott Sporting Good players of the game, Marcus Melbourne, Bobby Burbick. We got more Coach's Corner right after this.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of Fighting Indians.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
The Coach's Corner, presented by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Back here as we get set for round 3. We got Dr. Phillips coming to the Citrus Bowl on Friday night. We'll talk about that game in just a few moments. But last week we were at the Citrus Bowl. We had Lake Nona come into the Citrus Bowl. And thanks to a couple of guys like these guys right here, we got a win 56-14. On my left, I got Bobby Burbick. On my right, I got Marcus Melbourne. Yes, sir. Hey, guys, great win. 2-0 in the playoffs now. We're getting set for round 3. But let's talk about Lake Nona. I mean, you guys came out, man. Bobby, you guys, it's like your hair was on fire, man. You guys were like really causing some havoc back there in the backfield. What was the atmosphere like for you guys down at the field?
It was definitely intense. We wanted to make a statement and come out really hot, and we had that drive throughout the whole game. And it was a great atmosphere.
I promise on the field, he's a lot more excited than he is right here. I promise you. You just watch one play, and you'll see him after a sack. He's making a dance or whatever. Yeah. Speaking of that, you're tied at the lead with 3.5 sacks. You got 8.5 tackles for loss on the season. And, boy, how about a strip sack the other night, man? That was fun.
Yes, sir. That strip sack, I didn't expect that to happen. And ironically, I told Malachi to pick up the fumble on the bench because I picked up his fumble, and it's just crazy how that worked out.
It is crazy. You guys get to trade some shots there, and so, all right, Marcus, what a night you had, man! 4 catches, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and oh, by the way, how about a 35-yard punt return on top of it, man? What was it like for you on the field?
I just came into the game with a different mindset. You know, I know during the season, every time I was touching the ball, I only had limited receptions and stuff. So I know every time I touch the ball, I got to make the most out of it. So that's why I came into the game with the whole playoffs. Every time I touch the ball, I'm trying to get at least 15 yards or more. I'm trying to score every time I touch the ball. Cause I know it's limited because anything can happen, like how it happened in the game. Champ Monty went down. We had to switch EJ to quarterback. Mm-hmm. So anything can change. So you just got to do whatever you can, do the best you can whenever your number is called.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Coach talks about having those explosive plays, and one of those, man, you ran up the seam and, man, got hit in stride, and you took it to the house, man. Take us through that play.
Yeah, that was a perfect – it was everything was just great. Play call, execution, everything. I knew I already seen where it was going to be open, so as soon as I came out of my route, I was turning my head quick because I knew I could be the first read. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I turned, it was right there. Perfect throw by EJ, and I just kept going in stride, never slowing down, and took it all the way.
All right, now the punt return, man. This is one I really wanted to talk about because I love how you ended this thing, man. So you catch the punt. Did you? Obviously, you probably saw the wall. You started making your angles there, and then you start down that right sideline over there.
Yes, sir.
at about the 5-yard line, I think you see a defender there.
Yeah.
What happened from there?
I remember last week when we played Eastridge, I had the punt return and I was supposed to take it back. And I got to talk about the last guy. And I was like, I already know, like, every time it's the last person, they're going to shoot at your legs. So, like, last week, my mind had just went blank and, like, I didn't make a move. But when I knew when I got the punt return, if it was me and the last guy, I was going to score. So I was going to do anything that was going to make me score. I was going to juke him, but then I just seen he just went straight from my legs to just leaped over him and got a touchdown.
It was a Superman move, folks. If you're wondering, it was a pretty cool one to watch for sure. So, as you guys were there on the field, I mean, we were just talking with Coach about the momentum swings like that. I mean, obviously you guys can sense that, Bobby. I mean, talking about the defense. I mean, you get strip sack, and then Malachi's getting in there, and you guys are. I mean, can you sense from the opponent like they're starting to get down?
Yeah, 100%. They just, we're always relentless with their pressure, and we're always like converting to the ball. So it's definitely over time snowballing and eating at them.
And we talk about, complementary in this sport. I mean, from the offense to the defense, special teams, but even in the offense, Marcus, I mean, as you talked about, like you got a lot of guys out there that are special athletes. Yes, and so, you never know whose turn it's going to be. Last week, it happened to be your moment because, you got other guys out there that are, basically taking defenders away. So it's important to have patience, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely. When your number's called, you just got to make the plays and just be humble.
All right, so here we go, folks. We've got through round 1, round 2, and here we go. There's that infamous hurdle, right? And round 3, okay? And an opponent that both of you guys are familiar with from a year ago, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, don't want to put anything out there that Dr. Phillips can feed on, but what do you guys, when you see them on film, what stands out to you, Bobby?
They're a good team. They got a good offensive line, and they like to run the ball a lot. And, unfortunately, we lost them last year, but I think, I hope this time's going to be different. There's a lot of drive from our returning players, especially at the playoff loss last year. So I think it's going to hopefully be a different story.
Yeah, and it's always different teams, but, you kind of remember certain things, and maybe somehow you can maybe learn from some of the mistakes that happened a year ago. You think so?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Marcus, when you look at their defense, what stands out to you?
They're a very good coached team. But I know this year is our team is very different from the things we do in the weight room to the classroom, on the field. Like execution is just way, way better and efficient this year. Like, I don't know, this year, Coach B and Jay, they changed a lot of things. And this team, I got a lot of faith in us. I know we're going to go all the way to the state championship.
Well, I hope so, too. That's what we're obviously striving for. We're in the playoffs. We're not just happy to be here. We want to go all the way. So,
yes,
all right, Bobby Burbick, Marcus Melbourne, guys, good luck. We'll wish you the best, and hope to see you strip sack, maybe some touchdowns on Friday night. That'd be a good post Thanksgiving celebration, wouldn't it?
Yes,
all right, guys.
Right after I eat.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to step aside. Gary and Coach going to come back, and we'll talk about round 3 against Dr. Phillips in the region final. Coach's Corner right after this.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services. Nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
The Coach's Corner, presented by Caps Pizza and Pub.
All right, folks, here we go. Round 3 is upon us here this Friday. Coach, before we go any further, game time, is that going to be a 7 or 7:30 kickoff?
It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. I know that this time of year things get out a little different, but hopefully word gets out that it's a 7 o'clock kickoff. We played all our playoff games this year at 7, and so Friday night will be the same.
Well, God bless you for that. I appreciate getting that half hour start or a little earlier. As far as tickets go.
Yeah, so we still have tickets available. As a matter of fact, we have some here at Caps tonight, and we spent the last two afternoons selling tickets. On Monday, we did them for our season ticket holders. Today, we opened it up to the general public, and we do still have some tickets left. So hopefully, the people come out. We do have a Thanksgiving morning practice that we want to invite the alumni to, and, fans to come out and watch that in the morning. We always have a good time with that and possibly have some there. But other than that, they can get them at the gate, get there early. Let's pack it up. It'll be a lot of fun Friday night. There won't be anything else in town, and hope to have that Citrus Bowl packed.
All right, Coach. So we are at round 3, the region final. We are at home this year, but we got the same opponent that we faced a year ago in round 3, Dr. Phillips, who won over Fort Pierce Central last week and earned the right to be here. When you look at their team, what stands out to you?
I mean, just I think the year in and year out, this is a school that you can count on, making it to this point, and so I think that first and foremost, it's a great program. Got a ton of respect for Coach Wells and his staff and his program. I mean, he does a great job. They're talented. They're well coached. They're what you would expect with only 8 teams left in the state. But as the guys said, I think our team is battle tested and primed and ready. I mean, this week will truly present some challenges, but our guys are, I think, going to be up to that challenge, and we're looking forward to obviously being here in the Citrus Bowl. We've had an opportunity to play in some regional finals, but hadn't had any here, in a while, and so we're excited to play in front of our home crowd, and we've worked hard through the season, the regular season, and through the playoffs to earn this right to be at home, and we hope we can make it count.
How special is it, Coach? Because, I mean, it seems like, this is almost routine for this program, which is good, but at the same time, it's easy to take for granted that it's almost routine at times. And how special is it to just make the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, to make the playoffs, when you're at this week, the special week of Thanksgiving and having an opportunity to show gratitude and be appreciative of all of what this week's all about. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to win every Friday night. It's difficult to make it to the play. We're in the state of Florida. We play at the highest classification. It's hard to win on Friday night. So I tell our players, I try to on a regular basis, let them know how appreciative I am of them and thank them for the hard work and commitment that they put in, each and every day. Because it's not just a Monday through Thursday to get ready for Friday. This preparation has been going on for a long time, and these guys start their work in January and put in the off season and all that grind that goes into it. So for so few games, because we're deep into the playoffs, but we've only had 12 opportunities from January to wherever we are here late November. That's not a ton. So you better make the most of it. You better enjoy what you're doing. And like I said, our guys are a lot of fun to be around, and so I'm appreciative.
I want to play on that point right there. You said all year that this group is having fun playing football. They enjoy practice. There may be a day or two somewhere, in that heat during the summer, but this group has always come to play and have enjoyed playing, and they're a lot. They're like you once said. They want to learn. They're eager to learn, and it comes out on Friday night. But you see that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's exactly right, and I think that, I think if you look at the psychology of it, I think kids are on the fence. They don't know, are they supposed to act this way, are supposed to act that way, and we've got great leaders on our team. I'm not just talking about senior leadership, but I'm just talking about guys in general that when there's somebody that comes into our program, whether it's a young kid or even a transfer or something like that, and they're not really sure on, how it's supposed to go or how they're supposed to act, we've got enough guys on this side of the fence that get them over there to where they need to be. And for lack of a better way of describing it, we don't have any turds in our program. We've got good kids and guys that want to work and guys that play hard and guys that play for each other. And so it's a lot of fun. And like I said, we've got really good kids.
Well, Friday night, Vero Beach will take on Dr. Phillips. The Citrus Bowl kickoff at 7:00. Make sure to get your tickets, get there early, and get set for a ball game that's going to be a lot of fun. While you're enjoying some turkey on Thursday, go ahead and enjoy some football on Friday night because it's going to be a special time there at the Citrus Bowl. Coach, thanks so much. We wish you the best of luck on Friday night.
Thank you, guys.
Gary, thanks for joining us here. Wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And as always, go Indians.
Thanks for watching the Coach's Corner, presented by Caps Pizza and Pub.